We're big up to that Ty Fairs album. I know it's gonna be a banger. I hope
Gonna be
that
crazy.
that Carl Jr., aka Steven, and Carl will realize that you can have a good sound without having one producer.
I didn't say you
Damn, he
couldn't.
targeted you.
I
He
didn't
targeted you, Carl.
see. You like to
Just
generalize and make me look a certain way, and I'm
just like Primo
through
Jam
with it.
does
I'm
me.
done with it. You know, I edit this podcast,
Primo
right? I
Jam.
can make you look like a fool.
You really could, yo. I'd
I
be cool
can
with it,
mix
though.
your words up, make use some AI, have you saying, well, you already say wild shit, so I guess
Yeah,
that
like
wouldn't be a
what can
I
you
can't
really
say
surprise.
my
do?
own self.
One 47.
47.
147.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing, yo? This is Luke Cage with the motherfucking podcast. We're here to the Biz Podcast. We're here. We're doing our thing. No homo. Shout out. It's Pride Month, so shout out to all you bull dagger motherfucking niggas out there who aren't gay. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you guys.
Whoa,
Fuck you motherfuckers.
that took a
But
left.
to the motherfuckers that are gay out there, we love you. You know what I'm saying? Word. I ain't got nothing against you. I got a gay homie named Gay Chris. You know what I'm saying? I told that motherfucker I'll never drink after you because I know he gay. He said, yo, girls suck more dick than guys. I said, I hope so.
What the
Gay Chris
fuck?
is one of the best basketball players I played with in my life. Pause. 6'8", will dunk on you and he dunks in niggas. Anyway, happy Pride Month to all you motherfuckers out there. Word. Second of all, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Thousand Words. You know, Mama Words just passed. Carl got the dope Thousand Words shirt on. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't find mine. You know what I'm saying? It's probably at my mom's in the laundry. You know what I'm saying? Word. So shout out to Thousand. You know what I'm saying? Everybody keep them in your prayers. You can donate to the cause. Do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
keep
post it
donating.
every day. You know what I'm
Keep
saying?
donating.
Yeah, I know it's a business out there to get your loved ones home, especially if they don't have the proper insurance or coverage. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but yeah, Carl, go
And
ahead.
I just wanted to add something to that. You know, a huge shout out to A Thousand Words. He's been very vocal in documenting mama words in the last
Yes.
6, 7 months at least.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm going through the same kind of thing with my mother-in-law and dementia, and it is probably the worst thing that can happen to somebody. It's unbelievably difficult, not only for the person going through dementia, but the person
The
that's
family.
there trying to keep things together. And you know, Thousand Words, he's a shining example of how you treat family and take care of family.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, absolutely go to the GoFundMe. Anything helps. But
Anything.
you know, funeral expenses and all of those debts and different things. It's a lot to deal with while you're trying to grieve. So, you know, help the man out. He's given to this community more than most.
Oh, a lot of
Absolutely.
opportunities as well. Yeah,
Hmm.
and don't be
Absolutely.
and once again, on our Pride Month, don't be a faggot and motherfucking like if you don't have a lot of money, like
Man.
Hey,
stop.
I
Just
understand
how
what you
can I
meant by
finish?
that. You're not talking about gay people. You're talking
No, I'm
No, he
about,
not.
meant it. He meant it in the most '80s way possible, man. I'm
yeah,
just, I'm just watching our Emmys just float away into oblivion, man. That's all. There goes
Anyway,
another sponsorship.
I watched the Marlon Wayans special yesterday or
Oh man,
Monday.
you
Yeah.
mean the Marlon the Biter Waynes?
Yes. But it was
He's a
in
biter.
it was in okay poor taste. But anyway, like I said, if you don't have a lot, like Carl said, anything helps. Don't be that
Right,
motherfucker. Don't do nothing because you don't think it's enough.
right.
Uh, do what you can.
yep.
And yeah, thoughts and prayers are good, but sometimes, a lot of times, actions are better. Thoughts and prayers. Professor X going, nah, motherfucker. Actions, kind words, and the deeds go a long way. So thank you for Thousand Words for everything you do for us. He's a genuinely great person. Like I told him, he represents the best of us. He does. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? So do what you can, yo. Carl, how are you, man?
I'm good. I'm really good. I also wanted to give a shout out to Piro. Um, Sent me some dope booklets autographed them for me, which was super sick. But the quality of these, you got to go to a site. The quality of these booklets, glossy images, they're super, super beautiful. Obviously, being a Marvel fan, this was my favorite booklet. So, but you can't pass up on some booty women too. So
I know, yo. I hope mine comes
anyway,
soon.
Thank you to him. And one of the coolest things, I'm not throwing the package out because he went and
that's dope.
Yeah, he went and kicked me out a really cool. So that's going up on my wall here. So thank you, my friend. I really, really appreciate it. Dope art.
Awesome sauce. Primo Jab, how you doing, bro?
Man, I'm righteous, man. I'm feeling good, man. I just got to echo. I want to echo your sentiments about our man out here in the world. 1,000 words. Not only is it on the tail end of him shutting down Lynn, Massachusetts with another EVA, extreme verbal action. That was one day, and then it went from sugar to shit, man. Prayers up for Mama Words. Like Lukey said, man, I have to stand on this very much. It ain't about what you do. Just do something, man. Please, like, come on, man. Like, give what you can. It's nobody's judging you. Nobody's gonna be like, oh man, but in your raps you said you had this, that, and the third, and no, man. Or none of y'all don't be on no, oh man, I would give, but I only got a dub, or I only got $5. So what, man? Put that in there, man, because a lot of dubs, a lot of fives combined, man. Everybody, I mean, this is bigger than you think, man. A lot of people are putting a lot of love towards this man, because that's what it is, man. We materialize in the love right now to help him do for his loved one, man. And it's necessary, man. We support us, and this is a prime example of us supporting somebody who is one of us, who has done nothing but put us out there. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, we just got to keep beating people over the head with that, man. Fresh off the heels of the EVA, support 1,000 words, man. Yep, I heard it was raw. I saw some footage where the mics was kind of janky, man. Y'all was trying to sabotage my boys, the Steiners, while they was doing the turnbuckle, but that song is way too powerful.
I knew they'd do it, though.
Oh, man, it sounded great, even though you could hardly hear on the mics. You tried to sabotage Big Trip, but he came through. I seen him performing powerfully on all the footage that's come out, man. The mics was wild, man. Shout out Criminal God. Shout out Beneficial Lord. Shit, I seen a couple of people's footage, man. Mickey Diamonds, I seen a bunch of people. Oh, Born Unique was out there. I seen he was getting busy out there.
Born Unique was out there? Oh shit.
Yeah, Born Unique was up there getting busy.
I thought he was locked up.
Daniel's son, all of them, everybody, man. It was quite the time in Lynn, Massachusetts.
True indeed.
Shout out, of course, SD Nat. Oh yeah, and shit, Charged Up Fest just happened. It's been quite the glorious
back to back
start to June. Yeah,
I know,
June
that was a huge event.
Yeah, it was
4-day event.
Shout out to Charged Up Noah. Charged Up Noah.
Charged Up Noah.
Yeah.
Who has bars? He has bars.
Yeah, he was on the lineup.
Hey, on the real though, when I first followed him, he was making music like us in the underground. You know what I'm saying? And then like he kind of moved more commercially and selling merch. And that's when like I kind of fell off of him. You know what I'm saying? But like before, he was making abyss music, bro. Like he was really making a.
I think he still does. There were some recent posts that and I'm one of those. I'm totally cool with that. If you want to do trap as well, that's cool. I'm just not going to listen to it because I don't listen to trap. I don't hate an artist for wanting to span genres and do different things. You want to make a country album, I don't really give a shit. Again, I'm not going to listen to it. But if you drop another hard boom bap record, yeah, I'll be back for it.
What up? Shout out to Alim. He just sent me some CDs in the mail. This is probably like one of the dopest covers I've seen in a while, man. You can't even see this shit. But like, yo, Alim.
Yeah, it's cool.
Got Spider-Man on the TV, Junior Seau jersey right there, mad fucking posters on here. Because his music, like I did the Makami thing my 10 favorite releases, and he said, I want you to listen to my music. You got a CD player and a tape player? I'm like, hell yeah, I got one. And he sent me the shit. He sent me the merch, and it's beautiful, yo. Production by Camouflage Monk, Laser Beam, Sadu Gold. Juju
Okay.
Gotti's on one of these joints. I love Juju Gotti, man.
Goodness.
Juju Gotti, yeah. He's on. When I first
Where's he
met
from?
this from Cali, but I think he stayed here for a while because I saw him on Dead in Hip Hop with Mike Seatown. That's when I got hip to him.
Hmm.
Yeah, and like Mr. Motherfucker Esquire is around that type of stuff. I'm not sure if Esquire's on one of these bad boys, but a lot of the people that we like is on this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
on these
Camouflage
two
Monks,
CDs.
I do gold. That's
Yeah,
bona fide.
yeah,
Hmm.
and Juju's on like Juju. This is a this is a double CD right here, side A and a side B right here. Yeah, so I can't wait to pop these in and get a listen. Shout out to people out there sending us stuff. Shout out to Ezekiel the Prophet, send me the
Hmm.
vinyl. Got the pin on my Griselda hat. You know what I'm saying? It's a good album. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom. So shout out to everybody out there who's fucking with us, sending us shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we appreciate. I appreciate this. I really appreciate this pack right here. Shout out to
Hey
Cousin
man,
Feo. That
quick
motherfucker is
disclaimer,
sending
man.
shit. Yeah,
We don't
what?
we don't tell nobody send us nothing. We don't make anybody send anything
Nope.
in. So
Nope.
don't
We
y'all
don't
think
charge for nothing. We don't.
we're not abusing our powers or trying to
Nah,
solicit people to get spots or anything like that. So you can't
nah.
bribe us to get a slot
Get on
on
the show.
here, and
Nah,
you know what I mean, you can't. Yeah, it don't work like that. So don't,
not at
you
all.
know, yeah.
This
There's
is.
integrity on this side.
I am a huge footy fan, and when I was able to be a part of the Souls of Mischief release with Cousin Feo, the
Hmm.
tape, and the soccer book, and he sent me the shit. A lot of albums I'm on, people don't send me the shit. This is so colorful and vivid,
Yeah, that's
man.
dope.
It has all the fucking records on there and
That's
the
really
boots
cool.
and
Yeah.
different boots and
The
stuff.
different, yeah.
It's probably my favorite thing I've been on so far with Cousin Feo. It's in the tape is amazing. Wrong Streets, a lot of yeah, it kind of went under the radar because it's a tape. And I don't think it's on streaming services. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but yo, definitely great shit. What else I'm gonna say? Something else happened with the music.
I'll give a quick shout out to Paul Trujillo, True Artwork, on
Yeah, shout out
Instagram.
True Outwork.
Fan of the podcast and just started doing some fan art during the episodes and stuff. And I've been checking
The
that
guy.
out. So super cool. I love that kind of shit. You know, we have an amazing resident artist that does our
Mm.
issues artwork,
And Erica.
Dave Proch. No, Dave Proch.
And Erica. I
And
said, and Erica.
yeah, yeah. But you know, it's always cool to see fan art too. So love that. Keep tagging us.
Yo, someone draw me hitting the girl from the back with my foot in the head. Could someone do that for me? Did P-Roll draw a whole like
Oh my
whole
god.
do a comic book? I'm just fucking all the superhero bitches. Shout out to Crime Apple for dropping that song where I'm gonna
Yeah,
talk.
yo, shout out. See, man, yo, Crime Apple making his case right now for probably owning 2024. He's put out the most quantity of quality thus far this year. He's
Yeah.
put out three solid albums. El Leon was dope.
Mm-hmm.
Let Him Cook was
Sometimes
dope.
I don't know
And then
why, but
this is
sometimes
Bazooko was
yeah,
raw. I like Bazooko.
It's incredible.
Bazooka, yeah, Bazooka was bazooka. Wait, bananas. Anyway, I sometimes think he gets left out of the question
Yep.
sometimes because if he's
Same.
his own brand, he is
Yeah.
his own thing. Like he's his own empire. And yeah,
Yeah, but a lot
only
of
maintain
people
the
are, and
voice.
I don't know why. I'm like you, man. I don't know why he gets left out of, I think, the consciousness when people are talking the
Yeah,
conversation. It's like just like his albums. It's like you don't fuck with crime. Like, of course you fuck
yeah,
with Crime Apple. And as soon as somebody says Crime Apple, you're like, oh yeah, Crime Apple. But it's like I think this Bazooko is gonna make people remember, like, oh yeah, that's right, Crime Apple, because it's with Big Ghost. People like that are really,
that's it.
doing the checking for things like that because it's not so insular of a release because it's not just a Crime Apple release on a Crime Apple label, on Manteca,
That's one of the
with
reasons why he's not popping up. He has his own production, his own. He
I
got the
mean, but
Buck
he's worked with
Dudley.
Muggs.
Yes,
he's
yeah,
definitely ingrained in the mix
He
with
should
his
be rated a
production.
lot higher. He should be a name that definitely comes up in the forefront of your conversation when you're talking about,
yeah. I just think, yeah, if he just over here in Hell's Kitchen or whatever, like beating niggas ass over there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think
Mm, that's
maybe the
real.
downfall is he's not out there. I think he
He's
sticks
living off
to,
his own
yeah.
ecosystem.
He had his own beer and shit. Yeah, like boom. And plus he be
That's
over
real.
there overseas. He be over there in like Austria and Colombia and all
Spain,
type of,
Colombia,
yeah.
Argentina. Yeah,
hmm
he moving around, man.
He do his thing. Yeah, he's been doing his thing. And it's not like, I think he, for lack of better terms, he's fresh. He got a lot of, I guess, regular culture references that I appreciate.
Yeah,
Like just
yeah,
like how like
absolutely.
Makami or other people like have regular
Yeah,
culture references in their music of like I would dare say pop culture references that are funny to
I know
me
what you mean. I
in
know
the
what
in
you
the
mean.
in the music, and I really appreciate that right there. When he talked about all the rap bitches
Yeah,
with
that was dope.
Lotto and Coley Ray and some bitches I didn't know. He talked about Glorilla.
Rhapsody,
Yeah, he talked about,
anybody.
yeah, yeah. And I was like, you're right. Well, yeah, they rapping. Yeah, yeah. I love me some Glorilla, but she eat cum on her food. That shit is weird.
What?
You didn't hear about that? He
No.
I
said
mean,
that
I have,
she's
I
in
have
love when she
now,
in,
but what?
yeah,
What?
when
What?
she's in love or she's in a relationship, she let a nigga nut on her food and she'll eat it.
Oh, I have heard that. I
Huh?
did hear that. She was on a podcast or something talking about it.
Yeah, I won't drink
Okay.
after
I
her.
don't know.
I
Yo,
would
man.
No,
not drink.
no,
Yeah.
I
no.
don't. I
Don't
mean, she's
don't
a.
Hey,
take bites off her
hey,
plate. That's for
here you go.
sure.
Yeah, that's for
If I
sure.
had a choice to drink, if I had a choice to drink after Gay Chris or Gorilla, I'm gonna be thirsty. You know what I'm saying?
Full circle.
I'm just not gonna drink. You know what I'm saying? Word.
Yay, Chris is
Yeah.
probably
Oh,
cleaner than most of the women you've slept with, Lukey.
yikes!
Nah, I
Hey,
don't think so. There's a few out there that was dirty as fuck. There's one that I fucked. When my homie Els found out about it, said, I would never fuck her. You fucked her? I was like, yeah. I felt so bad. I'm like, yeah, my bad. Damn. I ain't eat her though.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shout out to Big Ghost though. The production on that Bazooko album. It was a cool departure from
yeah,
Aguadente. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And there are a lot of producers that will write in a style. There are a lot of producers that can write for an artist. It's interesting that, and he's done this before as well, because if you listen to both the Eddie Kane albums, the production is very different.
Yeah.
And he finds a way to create a soundscape that's unique for the artist, but not repetitive from what he's done with the artist, which is really, really crazy and
yeah.
cool.
That's a great way to put it, Carl. Absolutely. It definitely sounds like its own project.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have the same
Still the
sample
vibe.
bank
No.
as
Yeah.
Aguadente at all.
Or the
Aguadente
Make It Die
was a lot
albums.
heavier beat wise,
Yeah.
but there again, and I'm a drummer. I would rather have drums. I've always said that, but I'm not, somebody that hates drumless beats. I love a lot of what Vegas 7 the Ronin does, and he would much prefer, drumless beats. The intro for Crime Apple's Bazooka was beautiful. I mean, it was the soundscape for that intro being a drumless beat, and he floated all over it. Was such a great way to start that album.
True
My
indeed.
thing is Big Ghost made a Crime Apple album
Mm-hmm.
based off of the zone where Crime Apples exist in right now. It perfectly is accenting his rhyming and what he's on, his flow style as well as his stylistic subject matter. It all it all goes together very well. It all blends together very well.
Mm-hmm.
And Big Go's definitely created the right background for it. So, yeah, man. And like you were saying, Lukey, I think you said something that's very crucial because when I listened to Bazooko, I was in the same mind state as listening to Rich Ass Haitian. Like I really feel
Mm.
like those two albums back to back in the playlist, yeah, they're gonna be good. They're gonna be good together
Mm-hmm.
because they both,
Indeed.
yeah, they're both very sonically different.
Unique.
You know what I mean? Unique. Yeah, thank you, Carl. That's the best way to
Mm-hmm.
put it. They're both very unique and both very musical albums. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I love it. It's a party, man. We eating right now, man. It's great.
Mhm.
It's great
I,
times right now. We eating.
Yeah.
I think they're lunar opposites, but the same.
Oh
I
yeah.
think
Ooh,
I think
lunar opposites.
okay, boom, check it out. Fun to serious is rich ass Haitian. Then serious to fun is bazooko. You know what I'm saying? If you
That's
think,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Hmm.
cause
Okay.
like it's more serious
Okay.
bazooko. I think it was just a fun record to serious to Makami joints. But those are two really good albums out there. They really
Skit
are.
God makes an
Um,
appearance.
hell yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Lukey, you were
I
really
forgot what I
talking some
said.
purified shit on the Buzuko.
You were
I
talking
forgot I even
golf
said that shit,
scores.
bro.
Golf
Yeah,
scores, baby.
want
It's
them to
all
be
about
negative.
golf
Yeah, you
scores.
want that
That's
pussy
right.
to
We
be in the
want you.
negatives.
I want you under par.
Go under
But
par.
yeah,
Absolutely.
but
Hump
then
that shit.
after I fucked my 85th bitch, I was like I don't want to fuck none of these girls who ain't fucked a few niggas because this shit is not
Yeah.
fun.
You kind
Like
of see
this,
that's
like
the.
Yeah,
Mm.
you don't want somebody that hasn't played golf.
I know, like what the fuck? It
You
was
just
like
want
That's right.
somebody that's very selective about
I
their
want you to have
shots.
a I want you to have a concept of the game. I don't
yeah,
want you, like I want to get you out on the greens and know
yeah.
that if that you'll say I've never played before, but I've heard about this game and I think I've seen it on TV.
Nah, they gotta play,
So
bro. They gotta
no,
go
we're
some
gonna play.
tournaments.
We're gonna do some
Yeah,
playing.
but
We're gonna play a whole 18 holes. But what I'm saying is I want like, I want somebody who's eager to play. Like, yeah, oh yeah, I'm into I've always wanted to play golf. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's play
but
some golf.
that was the problem. They wanted to play golf, but they couldn't handle the fucking course. They would get in the golf cart and
Ooh,
they'd be like Tiger
ooh.
Woods, and they couldn't complete walk on the course. You can't get in the golf cart. You got to walk the course when you play in the tournaments, right? They couldn't walk the course. So I'm sitting there fucking the brains out of this bitch, and I can't even bust a nut. And they busted like 4 or 5. So I'm like,
Oh
damn,
man, see,
like I'm not gonna fuck you anymore. Like I just can't because I'm not. You can't
that's when you
take
got to
this
hit
golf
the
course.
no. That's when you got to hit the back nine, Lukey.
Nah, that's when they
These
gotta hit the back
metaphors are
door
getting out of
balls.
hand.
they gotta
You gotta
they
head
gotta
back
get
to
out
the
of
You
there.
know,
clubhouse.
you know,
Yeah,
you know. They, go back to the clubhouse. Tell the beer girl to pull up with the little beer cart.
yeah,
You know, then you
yeah.
got to get your balls washed and cleaned up, and then once you're ready, you step back out. You knock your cleats off, and you get back busy, man.
Indeed. I searched for the tour champion for a while. I was like, yo, I'm looking for the ones I'm looking for the ones that talking shit and know what they doing. I'm looking for all that. Like I wasn't looking for the
Nah,
ones.
no,
Yeah,
you're not.
I
Let
wasn't
me tell
trying
you
to fall in
something.
love. I was trying to bust
Hold
a
on,
nut.
hold on, hold on,
Which
hold on. Here,
one?
I got the. As while we're in this zone,
Is that Miss
I
Jab right there?
no, 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 no. We good. But
Like,
what I was gonna say is it's funny that we talking like this because I rarely enjoy the quasi facts that are dropped on TikTok or on Instagram threads. But this one I had to kind of take to heart. I was like, yo, that's absolutely dope. This dude, this one podcaster, super male podcaster, whatever, was talking about, yo, everybody wants a trophy. Everybody wants the trophy, talking in relation to, relationships, right? Like, yeah, you want to get that trophy. You want to get that trophy. No, you don't. Why? What do you mean? Of course. See, you think you want that trophy, but what happens with trophies? Every year you have to fight for a trophy. You have to defend the trophy, right? You have to keep it out of the grasp of somebody else's paws because everybody wants the trophy, right? You don't want a trophy. You want a treasure. You want something that you can put up and hide. And people covet it, but they can't find it. They can't get to it. It's a difference between treasure and trophies. I was like, okay, that's dope. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
Eh, it does.
So
Who knew?
the only thing I'll bring up about the skit is I think it's more troubling that men are trying to go for basketball scores. And why shouldn't women be concerned with that?
Hey, yo,
Why
I'm
shouldn't
sorry.
women
I
have
can't go
feelings
back.
about? Well, no. But it's this, and it's a mentality, though. It's a mentality that's instilled in a lot of men. It's sow
Yeah.
your seed.
But I think you're gonna be like, and speaking, this is speaking from I think experience. Just like Lukey said, man, you're gonna get to a certain point where you're just gonna be like, all right, whatever. I'm
Yeah.
looking for, like, yeah, of course you want the high score, but now you're looking at the intangibles of the game. You want somebody who's getting them steals, who's getting them assists, a good
Hmm.
team player, you know what I'm saying, who's getting them rebounds. You understand what I'm saying? Real
We are
real
metaphor
good
heavy
ball
tonight.
good ball work, you know what I mean?
Good
You want
ball work.
somebody
Ball movement.
it's the intangibles, man. It's the intangibles. So yeah,
Don't
you as you get more experience, as you play more games, I think you realize what's really important. So that's the part of the game that they don't talk about. Like, yes, there's this virtue to being pure and untouched, right? But the only way that that's going to work is if you're both pure and untouched and you go into it together and you're just like, hey, I'm mad about you, you're mad about me, we're going to discover this whole journey together, then that's
Mhm.
probably going to work.
That's probably
You would
doesn't
think
work.
that's going to work. Yeah, you would think it
So
would work. Or
yeah,
you
but
get
it's
together
yeah.
and you instantly hate everything that's going on. That's the gift and the curse you got to worry about. But I want to get in a car and know that, I mean, like, I buy used cars. you know I'm not gonna,
But you're gonna
it
test
is
Yeah.
what
drive
it
it
is.
first.
Oh, I'm gonna test drive it. I'll buy a used car. I've never had a brand new car, but I've had brand new bikes. They've gotten stolen from me.
Oh man, that sucks. Um, at the end of the day,
Does that work? I think
yeah,
we're
it does.
yeah we're making it. We're making sense.
We're making a whoopity whoop. At the end of the day, um, a lot of women have came to me because they haven't been sexually satisfied, and they hear what I say and they hear what I do, or they listen to my music, and then they're curious. Like the girl I worked with, she had 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? And she's been pregnant. She hit me up on Instagram and said, "Would you be offended if I asked you to fuck?" Point blank, period. And I said, "No, let's fuck. Here's my address." Came over that day. I said, "What you want to fuck for?" And she was like, "Because I've been pregnant so much, I haven't had a chance to experiment. But I don't. I hear your music.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying, yeah, and I just wanted to see what it was about." I said, "Okay, pull your pants down and lean over the bed." After that, yeah.
That's hot. I
Yeah,
bet you she
after
was like,
that, yeah.
"Ooh!"
Word, yeah, yeah. So fuck the
Instantly,
shit
I
out of
bet.
her. Yeah, fuck the shit out of her. You know what I'm saying? A
That's
lot of
funny.
women don't know what orgasms are. I haven't had orgasm.
That's
What
true.
the fuck? They be fucking, but they don't come, they don't have orgasm. What the fuck? So I fucked the shit out of her. She laying head first on the bed down. Like they, yeah. So I motherfucker took a picture of her, sent it straight to Mr. McMillan. Carl knows what I'm talking about.
Ricardo.
Yeah, my boss. The boss
Hmm.
at all the time
The store
store.
manager, yeah.
And she worked there. That shit's fucked up. But yeah, yeah, a lot of women don't know
Yeah,
what
that
good.
is.
Super
Yeah, a lot of
fucked
women
up.
Yo, man,
pay
that's
attention.
crazy.
Yeah, but women
Yeah,
haven't
see, the
had
censors just
orgasms.
came in to
Yeah,
get
the
you,
sensors
Lukey.
came in and froze you,
They're
Lukey.
like, whoa, whoa, wait a minute, Lukey. That's called, that's
I'm
called the
back.
revenge porn. That's called blackmailing in some cultures.
Hey,
Well,
yo,
Just think
especially
man,
about it,
if you
man.
knew
That's
the
listen,
her.
store
Sharon, listen.
manager, I promise you he
Yeah,
shared that.
that's
He's,
her
yeah,
boss.
probably.
And you
Yeah.
sent her boss a picture of. Did you say, yo, this is so and such too? I know you did because you're
He
Lukey
already knew
Cage.
I
I
was
know how
plotting on
you
it.
get down.
He already knew I was plotting on it.
Oh,
Low key, when
okay,
she
all
was
right.
late for work, he made me call her and stuff.
Wow.
He looked at me and be like, is she here?" I'm like, "Nah." He
You
said,
diabolical, man.
RJ. I said, "Fuck."
Man, see, I was thinking I was being uncouth when I was talking about still supporting playing Robert Kelly's music the other episode. But
I'm
now
playing that
here you
shit.
come with revenge porn.
That's not revenge porn because I wasn't
But
mad at her.
it could
Trust
be.
Lukey will always take it to the next level.
Yo, man, Lukey takes it the nuclear option for a paper cut. Like, yo, how dare you?
I'm not that bad.
Pop, pop, pop.
I'm not that well. Hey, yo, boom. Every time I think that I'm okay or fine, then I witness something or hear something that someone else did. And it's like, oh, they're much worse than me. Then I say something to some of my people. They be like, yo, you're really fucked up. Like, no, I ain't that fucked up because I heard this right here. They're like, yeah, that's horrible. That's evilness. That's ungodliness.
But see, there goes what I was talking about again. Ghosts of episode past. There goes the other stuff I was talking about. It's like, yeah, you'll be talking to some totally other random people, and they're like, "Damn, Lukey, that's fucked up. You did that, yeah." You'll be like, "No, yeah, I mean, yeah, so what?" But this dude right here, he did this, so I mean, I'm cool, right? And you're looking at Luke like, "Yo, why the fuck you telling on me? You're dry snitching on me."
To make himself look not so bad.
Yeah, to make me not look so bad.
It's not even to look good. He's just trying to not look horrible.
Yeah. Oh my God, Lukey.
I just think that
I think you need to
guy.
You need to go back and watch some of the other episodes. And,
you need to watch these episodes.
I need to do a Lukey story compilation.
Yo, that'll be hot. Yeah. Get all the Lukey stories together. Yeah.
I don't know that.
This one time at MomoCon, man, there were 85 times at MomoCon.
Yeah, I know. Right. People are going to be showing up to MomoCon for real, man. Lukey inviting the vultures and wolves to MomoCon. They're like, yeah, yo, it's sweet up there. We going to get their ass.
MomoCon, we going to get these. But it's at a different location.
It's like, rich nerds, we're going to take these fools.
Yeah, we going to get them all.
Fuck. Easy prey, my guy. Easy prey.
Way to go,
Lukey. Had cocaine at Dragon Con. That shit was wild. That shit.
Not a single one of them has any superpowers at all.
None.
But they got drugs, and they have money.
Drugs. They got it all.
Give you super. I saw this dude I follow on Instagram up there, and he asked for some cocaine at Dragon Con. I was like, you? There you go. Follow me. Follow me.
Wow.
I didn't even know that guy that was selling the cocaine. I just met him in there, and I started rapping, and they started buying me drinks. Yeah. What jersey I had on? I think I had a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air jersey on that year. No, I had the Wu-Tang. Right. Wu-Tang on. I had the Wu-Tang flags all on. The Wu-Tang hat. I didn't wear costumes until JC was born. Like, I never thought about putting a costume on until my kid was born. Like, it wasn't my thing.
Nah.
All these cons. That's crazy. I went to Dragon Con 9 years in a row. Didn't wear no costume.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's wild.
Fuck, yo. Yeah. What Ty Ferris album name coming out? That album comes hard as fuck.
Yo, thank you. The Enigma with an attitude.
Yes. Shout out Ty Ferris.
Ooh. Yeah.
That look, he got 14 tracks, I believe. Not a single feature on there.
No features. I love that.
And one of the craziest lineups of producers that I think we've seen in a second. And here we go, another full circle moment. We were just talking about how Makami had put together that album that had multiple producers, right? The Rich Ass Haitian.
Right.
But I'm really looking forward to hearing this Ty Ferris approach to it. Number one, just based off that Future Wave single, that's the lead single off of there. Hey, man, Ty, look, we shouldn't even talk about this, man.
That single is so hard. Like, it's insane.
We gonna talk to Ty about it. We about to talk to Ty about this, man.
I'm gonna say a little bit of shit right here. Future Wave and Ty Ferris, man, they about to rain. You better get out your umbrellas.
That's just that single. But shit, he got.
We're gonna talk a little bit about some of that.
Yeah, man. See, there goes dry snitch Lukey again.
I ain't say nothing until they say something.
Nothing but nothing. Yeah, man. But yeah, people, those who understand will know. But yeah, man, it's a lot of turbulence out here in the underground right now, man. It's very exciting. I mean, it's very, very exciting. But shout out, that Ty Ferris album's coming out soon. Can't wait for that, man. Oh, shout out my motherfucking man, God Bless and Trap Hefe for that God Bless the Trap, man, because that joint.
That
people
shit hard,
been
bro.
people are on that album right now. Like, that's Trap Hefe, boy, he doing something, man. He definitely got a good ear. From what Bless was telling me, it took him like 2 years to make the album. Like they
A long
really,
time.
yeah,
Yeah.
they took their time making it too. So I think it paid off. Definitely, I love, man. He got a bunch of songs on there, man. The
Mm-hmm.
joint with Jay Nice is crazy. The joint with Rome Streets and Chase Fetty, crazy. And that's the other thing. Everybody who's on there come on there and is going crazy on their own. Aside from like Trap Hefe, the whole Trap Hefe project is dope, and he do his thing. But like his features are great. Pro Dillinger on there going crazy. I mean, yeah, man. They got one. They got one. That it's a nice little summertime rider, man. Had to
Mondo
shout that out.
Mondo went
Yeah,
back to back.
Mhm.
Mondo busting people in the face, with the brass knuckles, man. He did sleight of hand right after he did the what is it? What's it called? She Love Me
The
Not?
love joint.
Yeah, She Loves Me Not.
Yeah. Come on, man. And not only that, I mean, again, I think it's another great example of people really taking this craft seriously and trying to do something different because in the case of Mondo, that She Loved Me Not, all pretty much all his features except for one are
It was
all the
girls.
women the women MCs in the game, man.
Yep.
So he was trying to get the best out of them, and it definitely hit the way it was supposed to. And then he hit with Sleight of Hand,
Which, yeah, insane.
and Sleight of Hand,
Yeah,
hey,
Sleight of Hand. Oh,
Mondo got a grudge right now, man.
yeah, you do. Also, that Ty Fair's album's out right now because it comes out Friday and this
Right.
Oh,
Tuesday.
that's right. We
Right.
are in the
Yeah.
future.
So in the
Oh,
future.
Indeed.
that's
Sleight of
right.
Hand is already
Yeah.
out. What else? Danielson's part of Umbrella.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Yep.
that's
I think I talked
actually while
about.
we record, that's public knowledge now.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's big. Yeah. That
Brown
came
bag
out
money
after.
umbrella. Yep.
Yeah, Brown Bag on Bella. And that came out at the Charged Up Fest up there in Virginia.
Yep.
Or not Charged Up Fest. I guess maybe
Yeah.
that's when
In
they
Richmond.
in
Yeah.
Richmond.
Yep.
Okay, so that's when they announced it.
So
Yep.
That's
hopefully,
well, yeah. I mean, they've been at a lot of shows together.
Yep.
And have been tight. They were cool. Did a lot of hanging and fun stuff down in South Carolina when we
Yeah.
went to the tattoo
I
show.
heard about that. That was the infamous Carl with the Heinekens
Yes,
episode. Yeah.
yes.
damn, I wish we
And
had a South Carolina show.
Danielson with the Newports. You can't get menthol cigarettes in Canada, so he was.
Oh
I
yeah,
must
yeah.
have
Dude,
like 4 or 5 at a time.
that's
That's dope.
crazy.
Yeah,
And he has all that breath control. Fucking I don't know, man. I wish
Yeah,
we
that's
would
a
have
good
got to
point.
that South Carolina show.
Yeah, I wish we would have been able to go out there. We gotta
I,
figure out. Oh man, by the time this is airing, speaking of shows, Supply and Demand Part 3. That just
we got
happened this
we got like
weekend.
3 or 4
it's
shows.
happening. Yeah,
Yeah.
3 or 4 lined up. It's more than one show. So a lot of those names are not going to be in the same weekend.
What do you mean it's more than one show?
All those names that got announced is more than one date. It's 3 dates,
Supply and Demand is stretched over 3 weekends
3 different shows,
or
I
three different
believe.
shows?
Yes.
So, because this weekend is supposed to be Crime Apple, is supposed to be Uncle John, is supposed to be Rodamez, bunch of people like that, some other people.
hmm.
And
Yeah,
you're
but it's
telling me that that's not who's going to be there?
yeah, those people on that flyer for that show. But then there's one flyer that was released, and it had like a lot of people's names on there. And then they said it was different weekends, I believe. I might be wrong.
Hmm.
I might not be, but I saw all the names. I'm like, that's a lot of people for one
Yeah, we'll
fucking
look it up.
weekend. So that's what
We'll we'll go to the Googles, man. We'll figure that out.
but they ain't booked me to host, so I won't be there.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's I mean that's
Oh shit. But the 29th, I'll be at Smith's Old Bar with Kelly Vino. Smith's Old Bar down there in that's Midtown, right?
Yeah.
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 What
Hosted
do you?
for
What?
Kelly Vino.
Oh, no
Davino.
shit.
Yeah, like I hosted. This is the third show I hosted for him. He's really, really good. He has a Jay Worthy, not Jay Worthy, because he's better than Jay Worthy. In his he don't rap over his vocals. He can do he walk around the whole entire fucking stage and do his shit. Matter of fact, he was going through his book bag one time, rapping, man. That shit was fucking amazing. He didn't even feel good that day. He had like something going on, and he wasn't feeling well. And he was going through his book bag rapping, like not missing no words. It was pretty amazing. And so yeah, he hit me up to host this show again. So I'll be there on the 29th at Smith's Old Bar, I believe at like 8 o'clock. So if anybody want to come through there, fall through, yeah, I'll be saying
I might come just to hang.
Yeah, come. Yeah, come out there, bro. Yeah.
I miss the convenience of being able to just go and pop up on you guys. But
Pause.
I live in Charlotte now, everyone. I live in North Carolina.
Come on, raise up. But yeah, it should be a pretty good show. Queenie Lasso, I think, is from the Bronx. She's really good. Joe Cool. And I forget some other people I haven't never hosted for or seen them. But Queenie Lasso is from, she makes good music.
Yeah. That's what's up.
So we'll see
what's
going on with this. Yeah, it should be cool. One other thing. We're big up to that Ty Fairs album. I know it's gonna be a banger. I hope
it's gonna be crazy.
That Carl Jr., aka Steven, and Carl will realize that you can have a good sound without having one producer.
I didn't say you couldn't.
He targeted you.
I targeted you. See, Carl. You like to generalize and make me look a certain way, and I'm through with it. I'm done with it. You know, I edit this podcast, right? I can make you look like a fool.
You really could, yo.
I can mix your words up, use some AI, have you saying, well, you already say wild shit, so I guess that wouldn't be a surprise.
What can you really do?
People would believe just about anything now. There have been plenty of albums that have had multiple producers that it still had a flow to it. And again, you know, I wasn't throwing shade on the Makami album. I feel like it's a great album. But to me, all of the Sadu Gold beats stood out. And if the whole thing had been produced by Sadu Gold, I think it would have had that much more cohesiveness. That's a long shot from, I don't think you can have multiple producers and have a cohesive album, because I've never said that.
I kind of fucked up what I wanted to say. You know, thank you for clarifying, because I fucked up what I wanted to say.
I was defending my son, Steven, too. So
yeah. What up, Steve? What I gonna say? My daughter asked for Rich Ass Haitian, the song now with O3 Greedo. She calls it Bandana Beanie. Bandana Beanie?
Oh, Bandana Beanie. Oh, wow. That's hot.
Yeah.
It's a hot little beat.
Yeah.
It's a hot little beat, man.
Yeah. Oh, man. Check it out. So we hopped in the car and she wants to listen to this song by Flight Facilities, Crave You, all the time. She said, Crave You? I was like, nah. She said, Makami? I said, oh.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and now she calls it Bandana Beanie. Yeah. So I was really, because she doesn't like rap music. So this is like the first rap song.
Yeah, that's cool.
Kind of like it. Yeah, Bandana Beanie. I know the homie Isaiah, his kids, they argue over Alchemist or Makami. Alchemist. So Benny, his son, would be like Alchemist, and then the son, the daughter Aaliyah, would be like Makami, and he'd be like Alchemist. I'm like, oh shit. And Benny is 3 as well. Benny is 3. I think Aaliyah's like 8 or 9. Maybe not even that old, but they both love hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Crazy.
That's dope, man.
Total opposite of my kid. Where the one listen to like 70s music and instrumentals. No
Ash
rap.
He just wanna hear this crazy little kid CD that just plays the same 30 songs over and over again. That's what he wants. He just, but
hey, yo, and I variety, bro.
Yeah, it's 30 songs. That's the variety for him. But what I've been realizing, and something that I've also picked up off of the internet, social media, quick knowledge fix, which happens to be kind of true, that I'll give them some props for. Babies, they like repetition because that's how they learn language. That's how they learn how the context of how to use stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's wild, like when you're sitting there watching the same show for 18, 19, 17 times, Lukey. You can probably attest to this growing with JC. It's that she's eventually, you see she's filling in, like a certain
The
scene will
blanks.
come on and they be like blah 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 blah. Like they say all the words into it and everything. Like that's, as I'm noticing now, that's that's what he does. Like we'll watch this one show, this Miss Rachel. Shout out Miss Rachel. Speaking of Pride Month,
Oh
shout
yeah,
out
Miss
Miss
Rachel.
Rachel.
Miss Rachel's gay.
No, she ain't gay, but she's inclusive, and which isn't, doesn't really make anybody special or evil or anything. But people are really on her neck because she said something that was inclusive, or no, she said Happy Pride Month. That's why I said it. She said Happy Pride
And
Month
they
at
got
the
mad.
beginning of, yeah, and parents got mad at her. They're like, "Oh, we don't want you. We
We
don't
watch
want
Miss
you
Rachel
talking
no
like
more.
that. We're done with Miss Rachel." I'm like, bro, like
They
why
don't even
y'all
know
hating
about
on
Pride
Miss
Month.
Rachel? Like
The
all they
3-year-olds
said,
for your own kid.
yeah, no, they don't care. That's cool, But at the same time, like, yeah, I mean, so what? It doesn't matter. I mean,
The kids are
she didn't
learning.
say anything else. Yeah, I get it. I mean, now what? You worried that your kid's gonna be like, "What's Pride
Don't
Month?"
forget the scissor.
Yo, look, man,
And
it's
that's
bigger
not
things
what.
to worry about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody saying something like that on TV is not what makes people gay.
No,
Your
I'm
child
pretty
isn't
sure
going
it
to see
doesn't.
that and go, "Oh, hey, I think I like penis now."
No, no,
Hmm.
no. I
It's
don't.
fucked
Like
up.
I
It's
said,
not
man,
fucked up. Like,
it's
yeah,
It
like I
will
said.
teach
I
them to
feel
be
like
inclusive and tolerant of people, which we need
that's
more of.
exactly. Yeah, I don't see any problem. Like I'm not with blind tolerance, right? I'm not with just letting all types of bullshit exist because it should just exist. But I am with inclusiveness, which is allowing people with different ideas in my cipher. I
Mhm.
can agree respectfully and disagree respectfully with people,
Hmm.
especially if those said people are genuine and cool individuals. Like I don't care if you eat pork chop sandwiches, bro. You can still kick it. Like I
Man.
don't care, man. Like
Wait, you have a problem with pork chop sandwiches?
I mean, I don't partake in the swine, but
That's it. Get off the puck. We're done.
Hey
all
yo, hey
right.
yo. Here's something else. Hey, yo, gay Chris is 6'8" with a handle. Of course, we're gonna be friends. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to find
Full
regular.
circle, full
Yeah,
circle.
it's hard to find niggas that will want to hoop for free that are 6'8" and can dribble the basketball. So I don't care who Chris dates or who Chris fucks. If that nigga make it to the games on Thursday, I was happy. I didn't care what nigga that nigga brought to the game. I ain't give a fuck. Chris came, pause. We was gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Where I never seen somebody dunk that hard in real life. The whole basketball goal just shook. And everybody looked like, what the fuck? Like, bird, like, yeah. Then his boyfriend was up there with the loose booty. You know what I'm saying? Like, not loose booty, but like the booty shaking, he had her drawers on. And everybody thought it was a girl.
What?
I don't even know.
No,
I don't even know.
Y'all ain't heard
I,
this story before?
I don't want to hear it
Hey,
anymore.
yo,
I don't want to hear it again.
I
Yo,
don't need to. I
one more,
don't need
yo,
to
one
hear it
more.
anymore. No, Lukey, we'll catch it on the replay,
Check it
bro.
out.
Like,
No,
damn.
check it out. I met gay Chris at in Pittsburgh, old Pittsburgh, Mechanicsville,
Yeah,
over
yeah,
there
yeah.
at the basketball is a rec center. I forget what it's called, but my homie Mario's car got stole. They took his keys out of his shoe and hit the alarm and drove off with it. Anyway, we stopped playing there. Oh
Wow,
yeah, that shit is wild. It's in the hood, yo. Damn,
that's
I forget what
foul.
it's called. Pittsburgh, Pittman Park, over there, close to
Pittman
Metropolitan
Park.
and stuff. Yeah, I met gay
Does
Chris over
that
there.
have a
Gay Chris.
roof?
No, it's a rec center. The rec center. It does have a and
Okay,
yeah. They
it's a
have a
building.
court out
It's
there. I think
inside a building.
yeah, well, we're in the rec center.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
Pittman. Yeah, so I met him in there. He was hooping. Like we just, I don't know, dude just dominant, yo. And we had another 6'8" guy, Will, and he was giving Will the business. So anyway, asked him to be a part of the team. He came to the game. Him and his girlfriend was there. Girlfriend had the shoes. Girlfriend gave him the shoes, and we got Gatorades. He's like, y'all can get one. Blah blah blah. We played the game. We fucking won by like 35 against a good team. This nigga, like, he stole the ball up. Him and my homie, I know Mello, my homie Quamel's brother. I mean, I was dribbling straight. He said, throw it. He caught the ball like this and windmilled it and dunked it in. Gay Chris had like 40 block shots. He
Wow.
was dunking. This is like, we dominated a great team in that league. At the end of the game, his boyfriend came down. I mean, his girlfriend came down with a towel a blanket over her head, and the booty was shaking. So we was looking, turned around. This nigga had a full beard. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Yeah.
wait.
And my girlfriend, yeah, it was. We thought it was a girl, but it was a boy with a full beard. If there was BBLs back then, he probably had a BBL because the booty was so jiggling.
No, not BBL Drizzy.
Yeah.
Oh man, come on, man.
Wow. Hey yo, so my girlfriend was smiling like, what the
man,
fuck?
this is going bad, man.
Her and my
goodness.
homie Dave's wife, they saw from the start. We was just playing. We was down there warming up and stuff. He came kind of late to warm up. Yeah, so at the end of we went to Graveyard. Remember Graveyard?
Of course.
Yeah, so we was up there. I had the zombie balls, paws, and one of the patty
don't
cakes.
say pause now.
One of the DJs there. Yeah, yo, everything was paused. We was up there, son, and the discussion came up. Man, y'all saw Chris' boyfriend. Everybody got quiet. My homie called me and said, "I don't give a fuck, man. That nigga."
Right, exactly.
That's the right
He said,
response.
I don't give a fuck. But he can hoop.
I didn't care either. We never beat that team John Concat that bad. John Concat beat us a lot of. The team name was John Concat. They had like a 6'10" white dude built like the Juggernaut that had crazy footwork.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That would be nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
Bro, he had this one thing where he would go like this with the ball and take one dribble and dunk. He didn't do none of that on Gay Chris. You know what I'm saying? Gay Chris fucked him. I'm sorry, fellas.
So when you're hanging out with him, do you call him Gay Chris or do you just call him Chris?
Hell nah, man. Y'all don't call no built 6'8" black man who's a police officer.
Does he watch this podcast?
Hell nah, but we still friends on Facebook.
You know, it's surprising. It surprises me how many people that I know, the people who do watch the podcast, versus the people who don't watch the podcast.
Hey, Carl, can you block somebody?
I'm just saying. Can
you block somebody from?
No, you can't block nobody from watching the podcast, fool. What the? Carl, get your man. What's up with this dude, man?
He's out of control.
This one person, man.
He's out of control. I can't do it.
No.
I'm pretty sure.
Not an option.
Hey, every once in a while, I get a text like, "How you doing, bro? Blah blah blah. You still hooping?" You know what I'm saying, that type of shit.
I thought he was on your team now.
Nah, he's not. He moved to Houston with his boyfriend, and he's a police officer in Houston. I think his boyfriend's like 6'6", 6'7". I'm saying,
good thing they don't have stop and frisk in Houston.
Hey,
that's a great job.
That was a good one, right? That was a good one.
That was really good, yo. Yeah. Anyway, I got a big tournament next Saturday, Muslim tournament. All the proceeds, most of the proceeds are going to Gaza. You know what I'm saying? So boom. Yeah.
That's what's up.
In the middle of the tournament, they stop and make us a lot. Yeah, so I'm really excited about this. Gay Chris is not on the team. He's in Houston. You know what I'm saying? Where. Yeah, but we have a stacked team. Last year we lost. We got second. And I thought they wasn't gonna invite me back because I had to quit and watch Daisy because he was crying. And that's when we were up by 12 when I quit and got my kid. And they kept on yelling at me, "Get in the game." I said, "For who? You come out the game?" I got my daughter's crying right here. Asking for my mom. Asking for granny.
Yeah, what am I supposed to do?
What do we had? But then we went
to overtime. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, we went to overtime. I've set it down and we lost still. But fuck it. Who cares?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, man?
Yeah, all this gay stuff. Happy Pride Month to all y'all gay motherfuckers out there. Happy.
I know of all issues too.
Yeah, happy straight day to all y'all straight motherfuckers out there too, man. Where I don't know.
I'm gonna have to do something wild with the issue art.
Man, yo,
Hey, man.
Yo, Team USA wore the gay uniforms today. They wore the pride
I
uniforms.
saw that.
And yo, I can't front. Them shits is hot. You don't think
Well,
those
it
are
was
those?
really just rainbow numbers on a
You don't
solid
think
red and
that's
blue.
fire?
They kind of look like something out of the 70s, honestly.
Yeah. Yo, I mean,
Eh,
yeah.
Honestly, I like clean unis. I like the white with the blue trim, that
Hmm.
Oh, for
navy,
the
that dark
the
blue.
soccer
Yeah.
kits.
Yeah, kid.
Yeah.
Way to go, Primo Jab. Yeah.
I
Word.
I know, I know the names. Yeah, I
The
mean,
lingo.
I'm definitely that's one of the things I'm a big fan of when it comes to football, soccer football,
Hmm.
is the different uniforms. Like to me, I love Netherlands that the orange is
The
hot.
orange. Yeah, that shit is dope.
And I've
Can't
seen the
front.
various trims on it, so it's always dope. I like France. France is really clean with that blue and white. That white with the blue trim on it is kind of ill. Brazil obviously is iconic.
Mhm.
Uh, Argentina is just as iconic, but Argentina to me, it's cool. And all my Argentine friends, Lo siento, don't jump on my back. But it's like, yeah, it's just kind of bland.
They
And
the
I
only one that
like
got stripes like that.
I like simple styles, man, but it's just kind of bland, man. Like it ain't as hot as like even UK or England, let's say, is kind of bland.
Three
Nigeria
lions.
always has the dope ones.
They have the dopest
Nigeria,
kicks. Ivory
yeah,
Coast with
Nigeria
the
is stunt.
orange.
Cote d'Ivoire, yeah, Cote
Mhm.
d'Ivoire. Jamaica,
Come on, I
um,
couldn't say Cote d'Ivoire, so I said Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast. You know that, but I
I
then I
didn't
came
even
in.
want
I
to say
came
it.
in to with
Thank
the
you,
assist, man.
thank you,
Cote
man.
d'Ivoire, man.
I
Yeah,
didn't
man.
even say
Shout out the continent, man. Yeah,
it.
man. It's a lot of dope. Like that's one thing. Playing FIFA. FIFA
Hmm.
was always fun because you could rotate through the different kits that everybody had. Man,
Mhm.
it was
Yep.
like, yeah, oh yeah, it's sweet out here. It's sweet.
A lot of times, the team I choose to play for when I'm doing like career is based on the uniform.
The uniforms.
I want
What
to
type
look
of
good when I'm
uniforms they
scoring all
have?
those goals.
Yep.
I don't want to be in a chump uniform. I got to look good.
I feel
Yeah,
that.
just that simple, man. It's just that simple.
Yeah, it definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's simple.
Oh man, speaking about looking
Also,
fresh though. Hold on. Speaking about looking fresh, man. Shout out my cousin, man. Little Big Jew. Soho Jew. They call him Soho Jew up in the shy, South Highland Jew. But yeah, man. White Rose Collective, the brand new joint. You might not
That's
be able to
cool.
Lulu.
tell.
It's
You know,
yeah.
people you might think it's a Lulu fit, but no, it's just a great white shark. On the back of it, it says, "Come on in, the water's great." You know, but
Mm.
yeah, it definitely got rhinestones on it. It's a hot shirt. I was stunting. I liked it. It's one of his freshest designs yet. So I wanted to make sure I was repping for him.
That's really cool.
It's
I definitely
dope.
thought it was
Yeah,
Lulu. Definitely thought it
yeah,
was.
it looks like the cover to Lulu, right?
Mm.
Yeah. Shout out Alchemist and Conway, because Lulu is and always will be a good one. Oh, speaking of Conway or Alchemist, actually, not Conway. Shout out Conway.
Niggas.
Slant Face Killer. I gotta disagree with you, Vanderslice. I still like Slant Face Killer. But anyway, shout out motherfucking the Alchemist. I was reading on Reddit the other day. People, and maybe it was Instagram, I don't know, one of those social media things. I've had a lot of time on there in case you can't tell,
Mm.
but they were debating what were the top five Alchemist albums. So I'd like to ask you two, what are your top five Alchemist albums?
We'll make
Because
a
the
video.
ones that
Make a
I
video.
said, they left it off. And I was
Really?
like appalled. Oh yeah.
You want to
Yeah, it
go
was
first, Carl? I already
Mm-mm.
know my one of my top three.
Go for it.
Rare chandeliers.
ooh, good pick. You
You
like Rare
ain't
Chandeliers,
rare
huh?
chandeliers?
Mm.
You didn't put that up there?
Nope, sure wasn't up there. No Bronson album was up there.
Really?
Nope, nope.
Um, I gotta say, yeah, I really want to say Fetty, but if Fetty or
Betty was
Alfredo,
dope.
Freddie, I love Freddie and Alfredo. I love both of those. The Elephant Man Bones, these are all recent joints,
That's
though.
all right. You
Jesus.
can do that. That's cool. But I'm gonna tell you, yeah, exactly. It's good that you're keeping it in context like that because that shows that you know what you're talking about versus some of these other people.
Damn, bro. You go to number 5 and you get stunted. But Rare Chandeliers still goes hard. Michael Vick,
Man, trying to tell
Sean
you.
Peebles, uh,
Look,
Sean Price first. Oh shit, what would be the number 5? Name some shit, bro.
well,
Return of the
you
Mac.
go, Carl.
No, I ain't putting that up there. I ain't putting that up there.
Well, I'll tell you what's going up there. Albert Einstein.
Albert
Yeah, Albert
It wasn't
Einstein,
on the list.
Prodigy. Yep.
It wasn't even
Talked
on the
about this
list. They left it off.
You
I
know
was like,
what?
how dare y'all?
I definitely
Albert
put Albert
Einstein.
Einstein. I definitely put Albert Einstein in the top 3. But
Absolutely.
I'm taking off. I don't know. I really like Fetty and I really like Alfredo. What else, Primo Jab, we got?
I mean, well, that's why I was asking you to say your opinion because
Definitely
I want you
Elephant
to give
Man's
your 5.
Bones.
Go ahead, go Carl, go Carl. Let's
Yeah,
hear what you
Alfredo
got.
with Freddie Gibbs.
Uh-huh.
Albert
That's 2.
Einstein.
That's
Return of the
3.
Mac.
That's 4.
Mm,
This is just you going off the
Put it in
top
the
of your
Mac
head
now.
right now, so
I
that's
ain't going
good.
off. I ain't putting. I
Nope,
thought about
come
that. I
on.
wasn't putting that on there.
that
This is
fifth
Carl's,
spot is
Lukey.
tough though. That 5th spot is tough though.
Yeah.
I think Rare Chandeliers is probably the best. My favorite Alchemist joint.
All right. Well, your turn is coming up. Think of 4 more.
I already said all my joints. I'm done.
Did you? Well, you're gonna have to recap
Yeah.
it after Carl says his number 5. He's
And I'd
stumped.
probably put Lulu in there
Oh, okay. There you go. That's what's up. That's
because
what's up.
I like him and Conway together.
I do too. I think that's a good match. All right, Lukey, go ahead. Recap yours.
I know Rare Chandeliers is definitely in
You
there.
said Rare Chandeliers.
Elephant Man Bones.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Albert Einstein.
Uh-huh.
And I said Fredo, hey, which can't be right. There got to be 2 more better than those. Return of the Mac is not as good as those 5 albums to me.
That's your opinion. That's how you feel.
There was a different type of Alchemist.
Okay.
I'm okay. When I think about Alchemist, then I'm thinking about the Fetty album, how it comes on. It's like, and Currency rapped fast one time on the album. I was like, yo, yeah, oh, come here, baby, all night, baby, yeah. Feel like I got my now and later gators on.
Yeah.
Gators on my phone. I go tell them do it all night.
No, it's a special project. Fetty is a very special project. Absolutely.
And I know what? I didn't even like Freddie like that until that album.
I was just about to say, did you get it for Freddie Gibbs or did you get it for Currency? Because I picked it up, I think, for Currency.
I picked it up for one. Picked it up for Alchemist.
Just because Alchemist made it.
Freddie Gibbs
wow.
Fan. Even though, Cocaine Pinata was cool. You know what I'm saying? And Freddie has a lot of features from rappers I like.
Yeah.
Currency, I don't smoke weed. So I'm not really a big Currency fan. So I picked it up just to hear the beats.
Interesting.
So I turned it on, blown the fuck away. But I turned it on 4 months after it dropped. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Word. Yeah, and then when Alfredo came out, I was like, hitting Doja Cat from the back. Yeah, back.
For me, it was homework.
Back.
It was backtracking. Yeah, just, you know, after we started this podcast and then I, you know, from the last podcast had already gone down the rabbit hole. You know, so it wasn't necessarily for Freddie or Currency. I was investigating Alchemist and trying to find out, you know, so.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
But Fetty's a great one, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fetty was fucking
tough.
Yeah.
It's a tough question that we're asking.
Keep what's yours, Primo Jab? Because 5.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's hard to narrow it down to 5, but I mean, when I say my list, it's including some of I think of what both of y'all said. Definitely Albert Einstein without question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sweet like bear
Um,
meat.
yeah. Oh, I fucking love Albert Einstein. I think I've said that as often as I can in public spaces.
They had a lot of good
Definitely
songs.
Alfredo. Yeah, I mean, it was almost pure. It was like literally, if it's 14 songs, it's 13 out of
Oh,
14 to
hold on.
me, at
Let
least.
me say my favorite line of Albert Einstein real quick, Gab. He said, "My Timbs with
Go.
no socks, basketball shorts, and a white tee in the Bible Belt, blowing mad weed." This man had Timbs with no socks on, probably
Egregious.
triple X basketball shorts on, and a white tee in the Bible Belt. He's in Iowa somewhere.
Somewhere in
Smoking
Iowa.
weed. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
That's rough. That's rough, man. So, all right. So, what we say, yeah. So,
Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein,
Alfredo.
Alfredo, definitely. Definitely Alfredo. Uh, I got to say, Bo Jackson. People
Oh my
didn't
God,
even
one of my
they
favorite.
Mm.
didn't even shout out my man
Price of
Bo
tea. Yeah,
Jackson.
yeah, price of tea
Is
in
that
China.
yeah, see no, so
That's
that's
better to
three.
me.
That's three right there. Oh well,
No, no, Bo
good for
Jackson
you.
is. You were
Yeah,
right. The
yeah,
last
yeah,
one,
good for
Super
you.
Tecmo. Oh, I didn't like that one as
Super
much.
Tecmo Bo, exactly. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the one I didn't like. Yeah,
whatever. Yeah, so that's Bo Jackson. I love Bo Jackson. I think
yeah.
that's a pure album. Definitely Elephant Man's Bones, not the deluxe version, but the
Mm-hmm.
regular version. Um, that Durag Dynasty album. I think,
Mm,
yeah, I think a lot of people don't know the
they
360
slept on it.
Waves album.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
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 360 Waves. That shit is tough. That shit is super tough.
Mm.
And
that was pretty close to when Albert Einstein came out too.
yeah, it came out right around the
Same
same
year.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think he was kind of in his bag then. Um, let me see what else, man. So that's four.
To me, that's new Alchemist sound. Like
Yeah,
Alchemist.
Lulu. I
Yeah,
like Lulu a lot.
that shit's short.
Yeah, it's short, but it's to the point. It's like Fetty. Fetty and Lulu, like in that 7 round,
It says what it needs to
seven.
say.
Yeah, it does what it needs to do. Oh, and No Idols. That Domo
Ooh.
Genesis joint.
Yeah, yeah,
Don't
All the way
and I like
out.
that has so many like just pieces of it that are dope. Like maybe the whole to me, like the whole thing may not be like the illest project, right? But I think the songs that are on there that are dope are super fucking dope.
It's
You
hard. It's
know,
hard, man. First
Prodigy put
infantry.
an amazing. Oh, yo, I mean, I'm trying to tell you, man, Alchemist. That's what I'm saying. And they didn't say hardly any of those songs, any of those albums. And it was like, wow, man, y'all bugging out, man. Y'all kind
But
of bugging out
they
here.
hit which ones? Earl Sweatshirt,
Earl, yeah, Earl.
Yeah, definitely. Earl
The
Sweatshirt, Arm& and
Great Escape with
Hammer,
Larry June.
Larry June, and nobody said Jay Worthy. Funny enough.
No,
Um,
no, Fantasy Island.
no, none of that.
I didn't even listen to
First
that.
infantry didn't make it nowhere. That's not a bad project.
No, no First Infantry
They had
joints.
some bangers on there as well. That's old Alchemist. The new Alchemist is like Albert Einstein on to me.
Nobody put on Big Hit and Hit Boy
Mm-mm.
album, which I'm glad. Hall
Black
and
and
Nash
White.
too. Hall and
Oh,
Nash too didn't
Gangrene?
get put on there. Yep, Gang
No
Green didn't get
Gangrene?
on there. They
No
just
Arm& and
they
Hammer?
nope. Or Army Hammer, yeah, they were heavy on Army Hammer, Haram, and they were heavy on the Earl Sweatshirt joint, the Voir Dire.
I don't care for either one of
Um,
those joints.
what else? What else did they say? They said Price of Tea in China.
Yeah, Bo Jackson is hot. Super Tecmo Bo was not as good as those last two albums. It's a
No.
3 album run. My first chemistry set as well, done all by Alchemist as well, I
Oh,
believe.
Continuance by Currency and Alchemist,
Oh yeah,
the
yeah, I
one that
remember
came
that.
out in 22. Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
These are younger
22.
dope
kids. These are
project.
younger kids. These are younger kids on here. This
Yeah,
is Jake Kidley and Josh Arthur voting for these albums.
interesting. Yeah, I'm just looking
Yeah.
through the list. It's very interesting who they picked
I'm gonna make my own top
or
10.
what they
And
picked.
yeah, I gotta do it during Pride Month. So
Lamb
yeah.
Over Rice by Action Bronson. Not even Rare Chandeliers.
Nah, man. Rare Chandeliers, you gotta remember, that was not in the streaming service era like it is right
Yeah,
now.
you're right.
People
You're
don't
right.
even know about that album right now. That album didn't even come out on vinyl either. They had a dope
Yeah.
video, and the beat was so weird. You know, say, oh my God, when Action Bronson jumps on that table at the end of the fucking video, slow
Yo,
motion, yo,
Bronsolino.
yeah, that shit was so funny. I'm like, why is he
Faith is a
doing that?
Rock.
Who by who?
Mike, Wiki.
Oh man,
Yeah, Mike and Wiki. That's what they're on super heavy on here. Faith is a Rock. Like 6 people
is
said,
Mike
Faith is a
good?
Rock. Faith is a Rock. I keep hearing this guy's name. I don't know anything about him.
He sounds like Earl Sweatshirt.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yes.
Mike.
Yeah, I'm just not a
I
fan.
just looked him up. Okay, that's cool. He has a song with Earl
He got the
Sweatshirt. He
lamest
raps
rap
with
name
Earl
ever.
Sweatshirt.
Yes, he raps just like him too. He raps like a regular Earl Sweatshirt. Earl is
It's wild. It's
abstract.
wild to me when people be like really, really on. But hey, whatever. Yeah. Only one person put Hall and Nash too. I was just like, damn, nobody put down Hall and Nash. Hall and Nash Part Two.
It just came out. It just came out to
Mm-hmm.
the public, and they have old songs on there. Rey Mysterio, all them shits is old.
But I think to your
Every song on there
argument,
is
like a
old.
lot of the songs, even like for example, the '94 Ghost shit and Judas are
Old,
old songs. But I
old as shit.
think just having them in a place where you can hear them all play together in a smooth player, like I think it breathes new life into it. Like
Yeah,
personally, I love both of those songs. So when I
yeah.
saw that was on there, I was like, oh yeah, but yeah,
It's
but you
not my
you
top
see, that's
five
not
though.
in my it's not in my top five. Yeah, you're right. No,
It
it's
make
not in
top
my
10.
top five.
It make top 10.
Yeah,
But Mike and Wiki,
I'll check it out. I'll let you know. I don't know if it's going to get any play. Like I said, I'm
I gotta
listening
see
to
the
that
greatest
Trap Hefe
escape.
right now.
Or I'm over here listening to hey yo man, check it out. What's the dude name is K Tranada?
K Tronada. Yeah.
K Tranada. He came out as gay. Well, he said the people don't know he's gay, right? And then in the comments they called him
Yeah.
Gay
He been
Tranada.
gay though. He been
Someone
came
said they
out as
called him
gay
Gay
though.
Tranada. Yeah, I didn't
That's
know, but I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny.
well,
Gay Tranada.
I guess that brings us back full circle once again.
Doing Pride
Here
Month,
we
yo.
go. I guess it's the
Yeah.
Pride Month
Hey,
episode,
yo,
man.
I
in our
guess.
community, we don't give a fuck if you gay or not. Fuck that shit. Pro Dillinger taught us that lesson. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
No,
But
that is true. Okay, that is
I
true.
was
yeah.
wondering where you were going with that for a
Yeah, I was
second.
like, where are you going with all this, Lukey? But yo,
Oh my
hold on.
God. Yeah.
I got it. I
That's
just want
fucked up.
to say major shout out right now. What's in my top five rotation? Buck 50 still in the
Oh yeah, Ross
rotation.
Speaks. Wavy.
Yep. Wavy and Rome killing it. God bless the trap. That's number two. Rich Ash Haitian. Plant Face Killer. And then Bazooko. That's what I'm playing right now.
That's what's
That's
up, yo.
five. That's five. And then if I had to extend it to 10, then it's Stone Temple Pyrex, North Side with Ras Fresco and Danielson, uh, Marciology, Collusive Partisans. I got that in. That's in the
That's
top
it.
right
Oh,
now. The Port by Substance, and then Let 'Em Cook, and We Still Don't
Yeah,
Trust You
Crime
by
Album.
Future and Metro Boomin. That rounds it out.
Oh, that's what's up,
That's
man.
what I'm playing right now.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm on my phone, so I can't go to my top 10. I'm on my phone,
Yeah,
get low
I was
tech.
just looking.
Word. So, any last words, fellas? I'm saying this has been a really entertaining episode. If I offended anybody, man, word, you're bad. I still love you.
Yeah, man. My last words are kind of like what we started with, man. Show love to the people that's showing love to us, man. Let's continue to support with more than our thoughts and prayers. Let's do some action. Let's really make an impression and give back to 1,000 words, man. If we can, let's do it, man. $5. Everybody got $5. You spend $5 on bullshit, you can give them $5. You know. But I say all that to say, yeah, I'm just really happy to be a part of a community like we are a community, because I've seen tons of people sharing that post, reposting, trying to get some momentum behind that fundraiser. But just only, I mean, in general, just everybody supporting everybody right now is kind of dope. And the level
Yeah.
of product and quality of product that's coming out right now is dope too, man. So keep it up. You know, support your people, man. Stop with your people, support your people, man. Period, man. Let's keep our economy going, man.
That
That Apocalypto in stores right now. Go copy it. There's only 16 copies left.
nice.
Get you
That's
one.
what's up.
Get you one.
Carl, what you
It
got?
might be a little more. I don't know.
Got the 150th coming up. So
It is.
Proch and I are
It
working on
is.
some special merch that we're gonna drop. Hopefully just as the episode drops. So stay tuned for that.
No, yo. $150, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so y'all
Yeah,
motherfuckers
it's
protect
about
y'all
to be
neck.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well. Protect y'all neck. We love all y'all motherfuckers. And if you on here, I'll let y'all know that, yeah.
All
So
right.
eloquent. That's it.
Yeah.
That wasn't dope.
Yeah,
That
it
was dope.
was. That was quite.
So,
That was
yeah.
quite.
Yeah. So we got 3 episodes. We
Yeah.
got 2 episodes to do before we
Before the
Yeah,
150th.
I'll just,
yeah.
I'm not gonna let the cat out the bag like Lukey, but I mean,
Uh,
just expect to get some $1 million shit talk over these next 2 episodes leading up to 150, and then 150. I mean, that's gonna be in a whole nother tax bracket of shit talk. Like
Yep.
we really,
indeed.
we really trying to make sure that y'all get to appreciate the greatness that surrounds us, and soak some up, man. Take it home with you,
Absolutely.
and hang it up on your
Mhm.
wall and be like, yeah, I was there. I was a part of this, man. I was a part of the abyss, man.
Indeed.
You gonna see. You
Well.
gonna see, man.
Indeed.
Definitely.
Hey, yo, boo, do a favor. Send the video, you know what I'm saying, the clips and shit to your homies. Know what I mean? And like, yeah. Spread the word. You know what I'm saying? Word. Be a messenger pigeon for the Abyss
Yeah.
podcast.
I
Yeah.
Know
see.
what I'm saying?
That's cool. I thought you were talking about sending other type of revenge porn pictures to your homie. Like I didn't know where you were going. I didn't know where you were going. I thought it was
Again.
one of his. I thought it was one of his crazy take us aways. Like, yeah, send that picture to your boss and be like, yeah, you remember Alice in motherfucking retail? Guess what, Nicker?
Uh, yo, man, boom. That was one of the coolest bosses I had, but he made me miss being in the Black
Obviously.
Panther movie. Yeah, he bribed me with. I got into the Black Panther movie. Shout out to Critics of the Culture. We both tried out for the movie. I got into the movie. He did it. Then I told him these are the dates I need off. He said, man, we got company coming on both of these dates. Man, I can't let you go. I said, you can't let me go? He said, yeah, I'll give you Warriors tickets. I'll give you Cleveland Cavaliers tickets and Knicks tickets. I said, I'll be at work. When he said the Knicks, I forgot all about the Black Panther. Word. Yeah. But then the scene I was supposed to be in was on the waterfall. You know what I'm saying? When the T'Challa was fighting
Yeah.
no, we not no when T'Challa was getting the special herb or whatever on the waterfall. I still seen I was supposed to be in because they asked me if I was afraid of heights, and they stayed up there. So that's the scene I was gonna be in, yo. Word. I was gonna get paid and everything, but
Damn.
Yeah.
Mr. McMillan, yeah. But yo, I saw Steph Curry hit for like 32. LeBron, I think they traded away players on the team. He was the only good player that played. But the Knicks played.
Sound about
The
right.
Hawks beat the Knicks. Yeah, it was a fuck. I should have been in the movie where basketball ruined my life. But anyway, like, share, comment, and remember, you know what I'm saying? Uh, it's okay to be gay. Just don't be a faggot. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.